Hello everyone, here goes the recording of our BODMAS rule. You all may be knowing what is this BODMAS rule, what does it do? See, in an expression or an equation, when we come across in our mathematical terms, we will be having more than one operator. So here you would get to know what is an operator then. Anything which acts on two numbers or two variables or two expressions is nothing but an operator. So if you just see what are the operators here, the division, the multiplication, addition, subtraction, and you should be surprised to see that yes, bracket is also an operator. So when we come across for the expressions, let me just list, I have listed down few expressions here or few equations kind of thing where you see there are more than one operators. For example, I'll take you to the third equation here, third expression where you have multiplication and you have addition as well. I'll take you to the fifth one where we have addition, subtraction, bracket and multiplication. So here goes a very normal solution to our brain, that whatever we see in front of us is the one that we start working on. So I mean to say, in the third example here, 8 into 1, that's the first one that we start working on. So 8 into 1 would be 8, isn't it? Then add 3 to it, because that's the operator that we are seeing next, which is coming in the list next. So 8 plus 3 is 11. Now 11 into 4 is 44. So you say this is a solution and this is what you are giving. And fortunately, we end up getting the result what we want. Now we started traversing from left to right. Now let's do one thing. With the same way our brain has worked with us, looking for the operators and then just resolving as we see. Let us start our travel from right to left and see the difference. So here if you see from right to left, it would be 4 into 3, which is 12. Then 12 plus 1, which is 13. 13 plus 8, 13 into 8, which would be 91. Now totally again the answer is different, and of course we end up with the solution to be different, and we students, since we are more concerned with the marks will go for a toss. So it means somewhere our methodology did not work. Got my point? The operator, the way we are taking the operator, which one to take first, which one to take next, is not going in one order. So the operation which has to happen between the two numbers is not going. Somewhere we are missing the priority of the operator. Which one to take first, which one to take next, that is the priority. That is where we have the standard formula called BODMAS rule. Now in the table above, as I am showing you here, we have the definition for BODMAS rule. Look here, B stands for bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Here I do have the priority. So I mean to say, always in an expression when you see bracket, that will be the one which has to be resolved. That operation has to be resolved first, then looking for any other operator. Next, in case you don't have bracket, fine, then division takes the highest priority. In case you have bracket and division, the first one will be bracket, the next one will be division. In case if you have all the 5 operators, then we are taking the priority. Bracket should be first, then division, then multiplication, then addition and then subtraction. And what is our method of traversing? It has to be from left to right. Alright, so giving you the general overview and the definition of BODMAS rule and the difference or the definitions of operator, operation, priority, let me just take you straight to the expressions and we see how we can resolve them. So here I have the first one as 8 minus 7, which is just so easy for you. You don't even think of anything called a rule or a priority of between the operations, nothing. 8 minus 7 is 1 that we all know, that's a direct answer you give. And the same thing goes for 9 minus 0. Now let's go a little down and see the third one. I'm there in this third one here. 8 into 1 plus 3 into 4. Now applying the BODMAS rule, look, to the right side I have the BODMAS rule. So here you can look out for the priorities. Now look, do we have the bracket? There's no bracket in this equation. It is, what is the one then it is starting with? Does it has division? No. Then yes, I have multiplication here. Then addition, then multiplication. So instead of getting into confusion and writing different answers, what am I doing is I am going on the priority from left to right. The first priority here is multiplication because I am seeing multiplication symbol here. Got it? Okay. So now this is an operator. Multiplication is an operator between the two numbers 8 and 1. So 8 into 1 is 8. So keep the answer. Now comes 8 plus, write the left out equation 3 into 4. Again apply the BODMAS rule. Do I have bracket? No. And no division also. Then do we have multiplication? Yes. So here multiplication has taken a priority over addition. So I am meaning to say multiplication should be done first, then addition. So you are multiplying the two numbers, getting the answer, then doing the addition. Again traverse is from left to right. So 8 plus, we leave the plus. Then what else is left out? 3 into 4. So 3 into 4 is 12 as you see in the next step. Then add it. Then 8 plus 12. Are there any more operators? No. So get the final answer. When do BODMAS rule works? When there is more than one operator in an expression or in an equation. Next, let's move on for the fourth example. Here you see we do have multiplication, we do have subtraction, and we do have division. So you know by now what is a priority of the operators. What priority does each operator takes? Now go. Do we have bracket? So no. Then do I have division? Yes, I do have division. Where is it? 6 by 2. 6 divided by 2, and my traversal is from left to right. So step 1, write down everything. 5 into 6 minus 6 by 2 is 3. Got it? I have already done the division in the first step before even writing down the first step. So I have put the answer here. Next go for step 2. So here from step 1 you observe 5 into 6 minus 3. So in the BODMAS table, what does it come? No bracket, no division, but I have multiplication. So start with the same priority. The priority is there from top to bottom. Multiplication, yes I have. So 5 into 6 is 30, and then I have minus 3. So there's only one operator, no more operations there. So you can easily write down. Answer came out to be 27. Let me take you for the fifth one here. So the same rule goes, where our traversal is from left to right. So if we observe how many operators that we need to deal. So we have a plus, we have a minus, there are two subtractions, and there's a bracket, and there's a multiplication. Which one should I take according to the BODMAS rule? Of course, it's a bracket. Start your first step, traversing from left to right. Yes, since I have the bracket, let me resolve the bracket. So go inside the bracket. What is the operation that I have? 7 into 8. After the bracket, multiplication took the priority there. 7 into 8 is 56. But you are still inside the bracket. Next, left to right, step 2. Write down the exact equation, but with the replacement of the answer inside the bracket. 8 plus 3 minus 5 minus 6 into 56. Yes, now look for multiplication, as this has taken the priority over addition and subtraction. Done. So now 8 plus 3 minus 5, but it is 6 into 56, which is 336. Done. Go for step 4, where in step 3, what are the symbols we had? Plus and minus. Obviously, which one should take the priority? Addition and then subtraction. This is as per the BODMAS table. So it is 8 plus 3, which is 11, minus 5 minus 336. So the answer came out to be this one, and it is step 6, which is the answer. So if you observe, we have to solve the equation in such a way that we deduce down to one single operator. When it is one single operator, there is no more implementation of BODMAS rule. Next, I am taking you all to question 6. So, observe how many operators? Yes, we have multiplication, we have division, we have addition, we have minus, and yes, we have division. So, here goes our rule. What is that rule say? Bracket is always first. So, go inside the bracket and resolve. 24 plus 3 is 27. Next step. In step 2, you have 8 into 6 plus 27 minus 4 by 2. Now, go 27 into 6 because I am still inside the bracket. Get the answer. So, that is there in our step 4. Go inside into step 4 and see between multiplication, between minus and between division, which one has to take priority? Division, because BODMAS, division takes the priority over multiplication, over addition and over subtraction. Go divide 4 by 2, which is 2. Now, in your step 5, it is 8 into 162 minus 2, which is of course multiplication is priority over subtraction, and there we deduce down to the correct answer. Similarly, it is question 7, which is you have your bracket first, then get into division, then multiplication, then division again and plus 3. So, inside the bracket, what is there? It is division, resolve what is inside the bracket. Get into the bracket first and resolve. 27 by 3 is 9. Okay. Next, into 4 by 2 plus 3. Again, there is a conflict between into and division. Which one should come first? Yes, it is division. So, 4 by 2, which is 2. Now, you have your 9 and into as it is. 9 into 2 is 18. Then, add it with 3, which would come out to be 21. So, in this method, if you solve, there won't be any problems with the operators. You will not get into any confusion. I request you all to practice more and more on this. Thank you.